if it's ambiguous.
I think the numbers, let the numbers talk.
To be fair,
right.
stats do not lie, as we know.
Here we go.
As it was probably
Redgar, Reyna,
right?
they're bringing it back. 100% win rate.
He loves Reyna.
Liquid on defense, Koi on attack.
Picked, I got my second favorite what is going on out of Lothar, and that's made my day. Oh, that's not a good start. Koi already ripping off the head of Redgar. Nat's able to trade for one, but that's all they get. Koi ahead in this pistol round, even watching for the flank, but it's not the best start to it. Too late. They're already on their way towards this A site. Steaming it down as well. They've got a, okay, we're putting the orb and the smoke down. Maybe not ideal. Tigered up on site, safe under pressure. Paranoia comes through to try and keep him back.
Safe here, fighting for his MVP stats.
Shot in the back. Trex easily flanking him out there, leaving Solkas to do it all. 1 versus 4, first found, but they are just hightailing it to B. 2 of them are.
Spike planted.
Yeah, Liquid qualified fast, no matter what.
Pretty good read on this whole situation. Is going to be there to close out the round. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I know it's all fun and games playing.
Upon seeing this, do you think Keeper will be playing today?
Like,
nah, I don't think so.
Just being the first team to bring out Reyna in, well, the penultimate match of the season. It's funny as well because if you're the viewers sitting at home, you're like, oh, we're in the fun games, the meme games, and then the last game of the day literally decides who heads into the playoffs with the final spot. So a slight different in, I guess, the energy of the match. Yeah.
I genuinely thought, man, I thought we'd get through the whole season without seeing a Reyna. I thought we were the superior region, but Redgar, you better make it worthwhile, man. You've ruined our statistical bragging over every other region. And that just hurts.
They've done it with Chamber as
They have an idea here. Paranoia and Reveal to play with. 4 players stacked up on C. Not a bad low-buy round.
Yeah. He doesn't have his Lear, though. I don't know how they're going to play with that, honestly. Such a key piece of utility.
It's a heavy priority for the rifles.
It goes further on the range now, you know, the Lear.
Wow.
Like
that is huge.
Honestly, it was game-changing.
Why is Liquid moving safe to flex? I wouldn't.
We just don't know it yet.
Honestly, after what we've seen, I wouldn't take too much of this
I completely and wholeheartedly agree with you here, Tom.
as anything going forward.
You know, personally, I wouldn't have said that coming into today, but Lothar convinced me that Reyna actually has a lot of upside to her.
And he's actually saying that he's going to switch from being a Yoru main.
Well, I think this C-side hold has not quite gone the way
I do think he'd look good in purple as well. After seeing him in green, you know.
They did use their Paranoia as well, I believe. Not able to follow it up. I don't want to see his Lear, okay? I've already seen his Poison Orb.
You're just going to dismiss him like that?
Absolutely. Rather that than devour him. Only Solkas left alive on this one. Ghost in hand, 61 HP, and I don't think he's getting all too much done here. Tom, what about you?
I think he's got this.
Yeah, in the bag. How much we putting on it? 3 magic packs.
I'll put, no. Well, considering you're the only one who owns any, I'm not going to buy any. So if you're putting your packs on it,
Jesus.
Not a bad try. He keeps hitting heads, man.
They did some damage, and they had 4 rifles, so they lost 2. It's actually decent.
You can just cut one of the packs in half. I'll take
I don't think that's how it works.
It's actually really good.
I'll take 1.5 of your packs.
You're good. 2-0. Koi ahead, but this is the big round. Nats, what have you got planned? He is sat on A. Now we've seen before
Nats gets the Odin out.
Attempted from inside of the tree.
But what do you think of the initiator having?
Can you get an exception to the toxicity of this game? Honestly, I think yeah.
Typically, I
Honestly,
would say
it feels
I'm
like
not
that's fair.
the biggest fan. I wonder what value he sees.
Not too
getting
toxic
from here,
though,
but that's exactly why I want to watch him. See what he's
can
going to
be
get up to. The reveal
pretty
goes up
ruthless.
and over, and he's out of here. So he's not
Because
even
what
bought
the
this.
hell? Because what the hell is going on?
He's literally playing his role, and now he's gone with the Odin.
What the hell is going on in this one?
Absolutely no fear. I do think that's the one thing that Reyna gives people, other than, well, no utility, is just having no fear. Just running straight at opponents, hoping for those kills. But the fact is, on the other side of the map, Trex already with a showstopper in hand is going to clear out the majority of this C site, bypassing any utility along the way and just holding on to that spawn control. And now utility has to be used by the side of Liquid just to clear out towards this spot.
Look at how much space they've bought. I mean, stopping the counter spams is one thing, but also being able to
follow
up with the spawn
Soulcast looks unbelievable.
Good kill by Wolf.
That's
and the
about it.
Play, catching
That's
one
all I
off
got
guard.
in terms of positives for Liquid at the moment.
A very two-dimensional push for this squad. It's something that Koi should be able to hold off against easily. Time on their side, post plant. Snakebite still online. Just the one to work with, and there it is, fired up, in and out. Redgar's in trouble, and he's left vulnerable, low HP. With only Solkis left alive, that Odin carried through to the next round. Good man.
Yeah, Liquid guaranteed third in playoffs, and Koi can't make it,
where they wanted to put it on the board, sure, they'll have an Odin next, but the economy is in the dirt.
Yeah, and a fairly direct approach from Koi as well. I like it going into that attacking side.
I mean, Safe used to play Killjoy.
Utilizing the ult that they had in the showstopper to just give them that space. And that is, like, all jokes aside, that is one of the main problems of this composition, is both your Jet and your Reyna are not giving you any utility on the way back in. So you basically needed to use your util to clear things out with the fade, and that just didn't work. It didn't give them any sort of angles, traded 2 for 2.
So they win the bonus, man. This could
really
be...
worked out for Koi in those post plants.
I'm nervous for them. Like, this could be a disgusting score. I'm not going to call the 13-0 yet, but it has potential.
On the attack, already closing in the distance.
Like, what an awful comp on defense.
Not too bad for him in this round specifically. And I'm not
really
surprised
is.
they've given the rifle to Solkis. I mean, he has just been ripping heads off.
I think he had it already when he dropped
Where's
the Odin. Like
yeah,
when he
true.
threw it to the dirt after picking it up. Like when he like just threw it away like it was nothing.
Disposed of it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Nice shot from
Guess he
Safe.
picked up a rifle instead.
Only one bullet needed. Trek's down, but they're moving over.
And that sacrifice might win them the round.
BBL wins
If
against
anything,
Fid, they're in,
showing
yeah.
that you probably should just throw away Odins.
Listen, I am going to agree with you on principle here, just because when you have 4 pistols, I do not want the. I would rather the one rifle you have be able
Leaf
to
on
swing
Reyna?
with those
Oh, I bet it
pistols,
bangs
find
them.
one-shot headshots.
To be fair,
Otherwise you're supporting fire
for the people
a
that
bunch
actually
of
watched
pistols. What
the,
they're
you
gonna
know,
do is
when
just kill the
something played
pistols,
Reyna,
and that's
genuinely,
Just a glorified area.
it looked like kind of
That's too
unreal.
far.
Like, I know it's a lot down to the
That is too far.
individual,
Listen,
etc., etc. You're missing out on a lot of util.
Super slow. Good
But
kill
he
by
actually
Yumpi.
just had
He shouldn't be able to
some of
lock
the
this
best
down
aim
like
I've
that.
seen.
They wanted to play off of Wolf in space instead. Now these both players put in a box. And that cover on the plant isn't enough. You know, only having the one guy, he gets paranoid. You're off that spike plant and trying to fight, trying to duel your way out of this situation.
Holy hell, okay, well, they managed to win one. I was talking about 13 now, thank God for that. It's a little bit of a curse, that's all we needed. Eco goes in, they pick up. Actually, they had one gun going into it anyway.
Just managing to wing some of these isolated duels. Early fights, an awkward TP from Cordamenta, and it ended with a round that they really never should have lost. And that is always the thing. Like, we talk about this when, like, firstly, countering Liquid can already be difficult because of the individual prowess you have. Even if you have the right game plan, sometimes you still lose. But even when they're sort of trolling with their compositions, they can still take rounds off of that individual brilliance, showing nothing to the team.
He almost fell off his
playoffs, and for Koi, giving them a.
Okay, here we go, Reyna. Set
game.
up, a lot of people in front of him. Omen flash.
Great follow
Teva.
As well. They're kept close.
God, it's unbelievable.
They're while still decayed, but I guess they're stuck in a corner anyways. Best of a bad situation. Here comes the Seeker as well, and it has sought them out. Spike down, Starzo deleted on mid. They've at least managed to recover the spike now inside of A main, but getting any sort of ground at this point should be near impossible. 5 players left alive, and it's Shados and Wolfen to try close this out. The upside, they'll have their ults once they die.
One enemy remaining.
And they ain't getting a kill to find it early. That
Reyna
is a
death.
flawless round
Reyna
from
ults
Team
up.
Liquid.
Something I've noted that I find quite interesting is that we heard sort of like whispers in the wind earlier today that Liquid were going to play the agents that they find fun.
Yes.
Now, for the most part, that makes sense. You've got Reyna coming through, Yumpi going back to the Jet. The interesting one for me is that you've got Safe playing a Killjoy. So it's almost like he finds the Sentinels more fun, and like playing the duelist is just a job to him.
I don't know if it's that or if it's like, hey, everybody else can have a good time. You know, all right.
So he's just
doesn't matter.
I don't
Did they play real comps in the first 2 maps?
Well, listen, if he's not on the duelist, coming in the next.
Maybe look at
Redgar's
the VLR
that
split.
he can
You
play
think he's
the
going to be
Reyna.
locking the Reyna?
And that should
I'd
be a
love to
good
see
little
Lothar
answer.
bold as well, so I guess it works. Now they've seen him. Nats is in trouble. Even against the pistols, and it's a weird round to make those sort of
And there it
risks.
is, full HP. Oh my God, it's unbelievable. He's popping everyone, cleaning up the ecos.
He doesn't run away from the players, he runs away from the Seeker.
Oh, Safe should not have lost that fight. Wolfen getting them a chance here. The Blades gonna find him.
This is like watching ranked. Honestly, I think this.
I mean,
this
it
might be
really
worse
is.
than a ranked
He's
game.
not wrong.
This is hurting my brain. I've watched a Reyna push up all the way on the A side. A Bladestorm popped. An updraft, eventually getting the kill. And now they're just patiently waiting. Empress is available if Redgar wants to use it. Yep, that feels like ranked.
Spike planted.
Yeah, here we're just buying time as well for those rotations. Redgar from spawn, and the 2 from the link. If you're Koi, I don't know that you want to split up on this, but they're covering their back. Meanwhile, Starzo now gets the information. All 3 players here. You want to split in a little too late, though. Poor old Trex left to deal with all of them. Some damage to Redgar, but they're holding it. Off sprays, and I like
of course
his idea.
Redgar gets the kill.
There was no other play than to swing wide and try kill diffuser there, but yeah, it doesn't work.
Yeah, the full sprint spray is almost just like, okay, they're not going to expect, they're going to expect me to jiggle while I'm utilizing, or they're utilizing the op, so I've got to just try and get around it, and he comes pretty close. It ends up with the 2 players as
I
the
would drop
bodyguards
the
not
kill
connecting the kill,
Joy, yeah.
and the Reyna main letting go of the spike and finding the kill. Again,
For the chamber?
feels
Yeah,
like
it would in theory do the same thing.
No, I mean, it definitely does. Some of those early
I just want to see it, really.
the fact that
Hey, Ellis, thank you so much.
Empress,
Doom Bros,
But
welcome in.
versus pistols, you have a guy
I know you're
push up
enjoying
close
this
on
one, Doom
box.
Bros.
That was Nats. He
Welcome
gets
in
dropped.
to the Slug Club.
response then is what Redgar
Hey, Ellis,
running
thank you
it
for
down
doing the
on
gifted.
wall. That's not. This is not normal.
Hopefully
but
Doom
it
Bros is nice
certainly
enough to
what
say
we're playing
thank you. I'm
with
not
here.
too sure
Koi
though.
have got some good
There we
ultis.
go.
So
He
walk
did
into
even
this.
a little
Wolf and
heart. What a
Shadows
nice guy.
Could control the round. Again, we're going to get the aggression coming out of this A main position. Seeker not going to catch Cole Dementa, but he's wise enough to realize they know he's here.
Has he used a Lear?
Yeah, he has. I've seen him throw out a few for sure.
Wait,
I don't think
Safe's
it's
now
had
up
any
in.
impact, and I think when he's used it, they've been clearing positions that are already clear. So
Okay.
We haven't really
Mill on
seen
the
it,
other
but
hand.
I definitely saw a few of them.
That's
He
true.
does have 1 assist, but I feel like that might be
That's
from
very
damage.
true.
Okay, Lockdown's going to clear out the majority of the C site. You can see the delay of those nanos being popped. So they're going to be utilized the second
Gonna
they
get
end up
something.
into the
Well,
site. Might
the
slow them
double
down a
up
little
on the
bit, but they have
retake.
managed to bypass the
Fade ult
majority of
goes
them.
in. God,
Viper's
everyone's
Pit
using their
actually
ults
going to
into
be
this.
used slightly into the connector, and the plant not going to be coming through on the Viper for obvious reasons. Just making sure they have that connection already, though, safe with the operator. Wait, they've got a double op?
Not a great thing to be retaking the backlines with. Yampi's having to make that push.
No
but
way, they're
running
pushing
right into
aggro.
safe.
You
I
got
don't know why.
you got
The
an
flash didn't
unbelievable
catch him, and
Viper
that
ult. I
has
think
left
you're
them
right.
in a pretty poor position. Late flank by Redgar. I mean, they already had a guy try to come through double doors or spinning door with an operator, and then Redgar comes in. Now they're going to be locked in unless they push forward, and that's
Okay,
waiting
nicely
just
handled,
for
I
that.
guess.
A quick double to close this out with a defuse almost assuredly coming through.
Yeah, they're going to get Nats ever closer to that ult, although he is relatively far away. And I think, I'm not
Saving
certain,
both
but
of the
I
ops
think
as
the kill
well.
that Safe actually gets gives him
You
the
approve this
lockdown
comp,
that
you
ends
in
up
for it?
winning the round. So it's definitely an unfortunate
I'll be honest.
scenario. Yeah,
And like, I
the
don't
2
mean
kills. So
to
he
flame
got
them
2
too
kills
much,
here.
but I
That one
actually
gives him
think
the
this comp
lockdown.
might be
So
better
that
on
actually
defense
ends the
than
round
their
in
normal
itself.
comp.
A risk taken to try and get themselves back in, and he's going to be very happy with that. An easy couple of kills. Does the double operator? It does. It does continue. So it's like, honestly, it's like Navira never left.
It is a very strange way.
Eric Hazer, what's
to
up, dude?
approach
Thank
this
you so
map
much. 6
this
months, sorry,
early on
Bacon.
as well. I mean, I know it's not early, but it
Also,
was
Neon
let's try and
overall,
analyze
past,
this.
present, future. I mean,
yeah,
it's
look,
decent,
at the
dude.
end of the day, Team
I think it's
Liquid,
good.
They're building
It's
a
very
new
map
meta here,
dependent though,
Thomas.
Oh, are they?
and you got
a
to set
meta
it
where
up
you
well.
have 8K
But I
on
like
Nats,
it.
and you only need to buy 1 weapon, so you
Just
can
Jed is
feel
too prominent right
That's
now.
the thing. I've learned throughout life that new.
Thank you so much,
doesn't
though,
always
mate.
mean
Appreciate
good.
it. Thanks for the prime.
It's true.
So this is a meta that I hope never catches on, and I think every analyst and commentator around the world should be there with me.
Of course, yeah.
Unless they're
This
unhinged.
is an utterly ridiculous composition purely because why is the second op not on Redgar? Use the dismiss, right?
Of course.
It's like
yes.
a chamber. So yeah,
it's
really,
exactly.
really
You know what? It's
silly.
exactly like a chamber.
It is. Yeah, people always say that. Redgar, you know, he's essentially playing chamber here.
Yeah, he's got a while to go before he catches up with Nats' chamber. 30 kill and lose is still a funny way to finish off the second map. And honestly, if he had finished off the second map, he would have saved us from this.
Yeah, it must be a demoralizer though. When they pick a Reyna,
Yes.
Stolen
and then you start
this
losing
away
to it
from us.
on the attack
Sure,
side
that's
of
okay.
Lotus. Like it,
Okay, well, again, we're seeing
it's a definite
deep push in
demoralizer.
from Redgar.
No doubt about that
It's been
one.
disrespectful for the majority of the game so far, and I don't think that's going to be going anywhere. And with an operator to back him up in case anybody has managed to get past Rubble, another operator looking in towards C-Long, I'd say the obvious choice actually is the B site, which normally, because of how retakeable it is not the case. But right now, I think it'd be perfect for Koi.
They realize exactly what's happening here. Prowler C main. No contact.
Oh god,
on
this
B.
pause with
Now
Reyna
the
is actually
utility
strong.
making its
Nice
way in
Omen
through
flash.
A.
They might have
That
just used too much here though.
It's literally to give a second chance for this op to post up and hold the angle. They know it's here now. They'll look to smoke him off. They might even look to deal with him in other ways.
Chat, how many does he get? How many does Redgar get?
Support. They might expect it.
Get it in early.
Up close consistently.
I'm going for
But look,
2.
they're going to be so focused on dealing with that operator, they don't notice that this man was right down below.
Got one so
Ended up
far, one on the
falling in a
board.
snake bite, robbing that extra angle that they have to worry about, but at least now we look into
Who had one? Anyone?
Koi.
Who's the
They're just
first one
fighting
that
their
I
way
see?
back into this
Flows
one.
in.
And instead the spike is going to A. I thought it was a B play. Instead they've given Nats the spike. He's got this on lockdown
Wait,
now. A C's going far, but it doesn't catch on to Starzo. It does, however, allow Nats.
It's a nice reposition from him, instant. Kind of
The
owned it.
repositioning, time
But they've
and
kind of
time
owned it.
again will catch these
The
players
timing
off
on the
guard.
timing's
They
outrageous.
flash themselves.
Here's the
They
flash
see
though.
he's not there. There's 10 seconds left, and they find him, but pay the ultimate price. 8 on the clock.
Time.
1 player left to find, baiting him out, but
Nicely
Safe was
done.
ready. Team Liquid. They match every single punch Koi threw at them there, pound for pound.
I just love the idea that Stars is he has to be Tree. 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 He's not Tree, and then his teammate dies. It's just, it can't be fun playing against that. And that's the thing. Like,
Maybe you
the
should try
reason that they go
Killjoy.
back to
Like,
this A play
as
is you
much
have
as I
seen
know the comp is troll
not
bacon, I'm
only
being
you've
deadly
had,
serious when I say I
paranoia
prefer this
come
comp to
through
your actual
from the
comp.
broken door.
Like, I'm being
You've had
100%
a
deadly
push-up of a
serious.
Reyna
That's how
and
much
a
I hate
jet
your
pushed
normal
up on
comp.
A. Why would there be another player
I'm
in
being
Tree?
like,
it
I'm not.
doesn't make
It's not even
any
a troll
sense for him
anymore.
to
Like,
be
I literally
there.
hate your comp
Poor
so
Timmy.
much that this is a better comp than it.
And Paul Wolfen.
Yeah, Wolfen not having his flank play this round. Now look, there's a lot of weaknesses here over on the
And it's
Koi
all because
side.
it has
We're
a
not
Killjoy.
looking at
It
them
just
winning
makes
a lot of
sense.
these duels,
You can actually
but
play the
they'll
map
try to
now.
use the number advantage. Oh wow, that's a big C's, but again, nothing to follow up on it. You'd love an Odin there, wouldn't you, Tom? Spray straight through that wall, but instead, we're going to be just delaying them, running down the clock. Paranoia's go.
Damn, the Omen flash was unbelievable. Soulcast, MVP. He keeps doing it. He keeps doing it for Nats. He literally, second time, it was the KO flash over towards A on split, and now it's the Omen flash. Enables the first 2 and then gets the third.
Don't do that, Nats. Put your hands down. Oh, or put them back on your gun.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
they're chasing him down. Shados knows as
Don't
well.
do it,
I
Nats.
reckon they're doing it because it's Shados. they want to find their odd teammate. Well, Safe's
Nice
had
shot,
enough shenanigans. He doesn't have any. Well, I don't want to say vengeance. It doesn't feel like vengeance.
Bacon, I'm not doing stuff like you. I'm just saying. Senators don't like the comp.
I just have the ult out.
It's more of a
you know?
team thing.
Just waving the hands, like it's very relaxing. But I don't know what Nats was doing there, running around with his ult in his hands. He was just waiting for an excuse to use it. And he had a few. I
I'm
really
saying
thought
it
he was
too.
going to click it
I mean,
for
who
the
else can I
assist,
say it
but
to?
luckily,
Just
he did
Nightfall
not.
to knife it.
It looked like it. The whole time he's there with the Nightfall ready to go. But yeah, he decided against it, thankfully.
Mate, this has to be the
Oh, at
biggest
this point,
demoralizer
6
if you're
rounds in a row
Koi.
on the
How the
defensive
hell?
side. Koi have had a pretty poor defense when it comes to this map in the past.
Oh,
How?
That's why you wanted to use the
oh
ult.
They weren't even
God.
lined up. That was like a
How is
straight
there
bullet
enough
hit the
bullets
other
for that
guy.
many headshots?
His bullets are magnetized.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How is that actually possible?
That's one way to put them to bed. Previous
Hey, I
round
hope
was an eco. This one
Replay man,
certainly
give me a
wasn't.
slow-mo
I know
on
this
this,
isn't really
surely.
the game to be talking about stats, but
Surely a real
when
slow-mo on this one.
Koi played against
How did all the
Guiding
bullets hit?
Giants and Carmine Corp. They managed to just
That's
get one
crazy.
round on their defense. They're currently on the attack. So yeah, this is looking pretty bleak. 7 rounds in a row for Liquid. It seems like they're having a good
Yampy's got a
time.
judge out and he's got
Yumpy, He's
5k.
got so much money. Bladestorm,
Backup
though, and
gun.
he's playing with the judge. Sickening, really.
So this really is old Yumpy. This is when Yumpy first moved over to Valorant.
Damn.
Oh, he's going to get out of there as well. Nice trade at
Okay,
least.
didn't get
they
out.
caught Redgar
Oh,
as well,
God.
and Trax is going hunting. He's caught safe.
Man,
One of the best
that's so
opportunities
good.
they've had. The spike is still down on the ground.
got
Bladestorm.
hunted.
Wait, did Jumpy only just pop the Bladestorm? I swear it just
Wait,
said,
Nats
watch
had no
this.
shield.
Yeah.
He was 35,
Yes.
40 seconds of the round.
No, he
was just
didn't.
playing the shield.
He had no shield, he's got
It's 1 by 3
8,800.
players. They're probably going to
It's
trade you
incredible.
after 1 or 2. You won't even have time to pull Bladestorm out, and you just be spamming Judge. So makes sense to save it for a potential future round or for a
nice
retake.
shot.
But retake shut down, and they know exactly where Solkis is coming from. He might have repositioned, he might have ran through B, but they earlier, before they pulled the turret back, he shot at it and gave away the info to Wolfen. So at this point, that's why you're just seeing Trex locked down on this angle. And yeah, the pre-fire, Solkis knows exactly what he's walking into. Look at the trigger discipline. There was no shot out of Trex. He's on site. I thought that was going to be a shrouded step down below, but he went a little bit more ambitious with it.
Well, he had to avoid the snake bite, you know?
Absolutely.
I like the
and
play.
why not avoid the snake bite?
It's a
by
very good
jumping on
half.
3 players?
Like, it's actually a really
was
good
small,
half.
though.
It's not like they're
They
running
lost
out of
pistol.
credits.
That round
It's
right
true.
there was the
Might
first
as well do
buy
something
they
trolly.
won.
It's not like the
Apart
rest of
from
the
the
team have been taking things too seriously.
it's technically the second buy, but the
Well,
third
Liquid are
one,
certainly
the
ahead
third
for
round that
now.
they won
Could
was
be a 7-5
bonus.
half still, though, and a great recovery for Koi.
So this
in
was
the
like the
late
first kind of
stages.
full buy
I mean,
that
the
they've
streak
had.
of rounds
That's
that
kind of
Liquid
nuts.
got have certainly propped them up a little bit. The 7 in a row finally put to bed.
Double Op's back. Double Op Odin. This might be one of the worst retake setups you could ever have. And yeah, I don't think they're ever going to have a chance
Soul
to
cast.
retake. It is just
Ah,
a
it's
sheer
unlucky he ate the
firefight
flash.
towards Mound. Seeker's going to give up the
Thought he was
last
gonna
two
do that
players
thing where
as
he just
well.
locks onto everyone's head.
They left. They left a rifle. That's cheap. I wanted to see the operator retake with the Odin, but instead it's just going to be the rifle.
Nightfall in. Seeker on the way, but no punishment, no denial of the plant. You know, hello? The door's swinging open and no one's watching it now. They're looking
Oh, God.
again. Nats catching them off guard with an Odin of all things. And Shados has to clutch this out. His former teammate down. And Yumpy, the last man here, running at him with a shorty in hand. And he's down to 1 HP.
Hey, it's kind of smart from him though.
This
Can't
shouldn't
get
even
back
be
in.
winnable at this point. He's going to tap the spike, I think. No, he's going to try to play back through it.
Oh, it was unlucky.
Even
I
for a
thought he was going to
second,
then
Shados
hide behind
scoring
this.
3 kills in that round and a great clutch to put it at 7-5 at the half.
It was a nice try
Winnable for
to
Koi,
catch him off with the shorty.
Yeah, that's it. Their defense in
Actually
the
is
past
a
has
very
been pretty
good score on
horrific.
half-
They've
on
really
the
struggled on this
defense.
side of the map in particular.
I mean, in
versus
theory,
pretty
it's
much
alright
every
on attack.
opponent
Got no
they've
flashes, though.
faced off against. I will say,
Actually, you got Reyna flash.
again, like,
I take it back.
compositionally, it's not great for Liquid going into the attack side, I don't think. But at the same time, the comp hasn't made a difference. They've been just running it down pretty much every single round. And even though they lost the last 2, you can still see the massive grid.
Yeah.
Just because that's the thing. For Emil, this is just a nice day out. Like, he just gets to come, hang out with the boys. Everybody's probably got great vibes at the moment. Everybody's happy because they're just basically mucking about. And what? They're competing with Koi.
It's not bad, you know, if you can, as we said in the last map, it was essentially a troll comp. They were trolling in a lot of the rounds. Some of the plays they were going for were ridiculous. And yet, the results are there. You're still keeping it competitive against a team that's starting to
Man,
find
they
its
look
identity
so
late into the
demoralized.
season. I think Liquid can certainly be happy with the team that they've put together, moving on into playoffs. You know, we had the question yesterday. I remember even asking Chronicle on the first day, what's the idea coming into games like that where they don't really matter? And even then, you know, versus Navi, there's not that much of a wave to it, but they've got the history. And he said, like, you're just going to play your fundamentals.
XOZ, thank you so much. Chat, you know what to do is get some slug approves in. XOZ, pushing his total up to 470. Jesus. Thank you so much, XOZ. Appreciate it. Into the Slug Club, we have Ethan F. Young, Register Val, OK Lou, Memory Underscore GG's, Trace124, Buzelli, Hubarde, Tree Healer. Jesus.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
That is the BBL watch party, and that is insane.
Mate, that's mental.
We
They
saw
got
on
a,
Twitter earlier
they got a
some of
D.
the guys on
Jesus.
their way to that
That's,
watch party, and
that's
it
a lot of
was-
people.
it
Okay.
looked even more hyped
Heffy
than
underscore
you get before
44 and
football
Runion
games on the
as
street.
well.
People had
Again, if you got
flares,
gifted
massive
a
flags, and just
Jesus.
look at that. and they are waiting for
Got
later
gifted
on
a
the
sub.
next
Make sure you
matchup,
say
which
thank
could
you
have
to
huge
XOZ.
implications, certainly for their team as well.
470.
Wow,
That
the
is
atmosphere
mental, mate.
must
Thank
be
you for the 10
That's the
gifted.
thing, the
Appreciate
night
you so much,
later on is
XOZ.
either going to be made or ruined.
Thanks for all your support.
They're going to be going home sad at 1 a.m. or very happy. There's
I
no
guess
in
the one
between.
positive is that either way,
JP 11111111 as well. Welcome with the primes. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 3 months, mate. Appreciate using your prime on me.
Qualified, come in and eliminate BBL.
Damn, that's the craziest watch party I've seen so far. That was nuts. Okay, we're going to the pistol. Feels like Koi need to win both of these. Mbizzle as well. Mbizzle's getting involved. Mbizzle 1337. Thank you so much, mate, with the tier 1. 3 months in the slug club. Appreciate you as well, dude. Thank you for that. 3K people. Yeah, that's insane.
Well,
I hope we get a lot of replays once they're going to go crazy.
Some control fought for on C, but it's the B site that's getting hit in the end. A big dash in from
Damn, this is a nice
somehow.
Yeah, Stars I definitely knew it was coming, but that...
And they take the map control as well. And chat, this plant?
Well, they've made sound. They're
right?
still going.
Or did they go
Trix
this
is now
plant?
watching them because they literally dropped the gun on the floor, and it doesn't matter. They still win all of the battles.
Yeah, they get the good plant as well.
It leaves Coldamenta and Wolfen in a seemingly impossible task. Don't do it.
Safe.
Don't do it.
We've seen
Don't
it.
This is his old IGL. This is personal. This one's personal. Oh, personal. Safe is gonna knife him.
Damn, dude. On the old, yeah, on his old IGL.
In his footsteps, just like back in the good old days.
God, Safe actually must be loving this, to be fair.
Goodness. The dish out a knife kill first round of the half, that's got to put your mental a little bit in the bin.
Oh, they did it in his face as well. It's not even a backstab. It's not even a backstab.
Look at him. Look at him.
You can tell it. He's smiling. He's going, "You little shit."
I think I could lip read what he said there. Yeah.
even Barbo was about to laugh.
Liquid winning the pistol, though. This could be the injection of rounds. Now we've seen, as we said, many times in the past.
I saw him crack a smile at the end.
This season, that second round,
he couldn't hold it in.
The team who lost the pistol. That would put Koi in a good spot if they can follow through.
That's so funny.
But there's a lot riding against them in this. I mean, 4 rifles, 3 bulldogs alongside a phantom making up the buy for Liquid.
That's just the most ridiculous looking sheriff in the world.
That's not what you want to see on the other end when you swing into C site.
To be fair,
for God's sake.
Yeah, you know, he's only lost.
At least he didn't give him a gun.
From here onwards, is a pretty big dub.
He's also your guy that you want to run in first with that goes. Maybe get a kill.
But now it's IGL buff.
Draw the
Dead.
attention of that player.
IGL buff comes
he's not
in.
shortying you. And unfortunately, they don't have that
You're going to see the most
anymore.
unbelievable mid-rounding.
Putting their credits on the line every time they clear a corner. And you see how seriously they're taking this. Waiting for, I guess, a double peek, almost a triple with Safe a little further behind. And they won't be giving isolated duels in here, at least. They won't aim to. Well, an interesting cross coming through. You can already see that Starzo has made his way to the A side. He's got some support now as well. There's a Paranoia online over on the side of Soulcast that could be used to take some of these fights a little bit later on. Good spot for Yampi. Had seen plenty of opportunities, but instead he just backs off, and it's the right play. You don't want to give them the Phantom here.
Timmy has been sacrificed. The MVP.
Everyone needs to relax.
They are being slaughtered. Trex has done so much in this round, but there's still one man to go. And that man is always the toughest to take out. The jump across, the timing is atrocious.
Nice idea from Starkso, trying to take his aim away though, but that was crispy.
Going to be kicking themselves. What do you think of the spacing on that one?
19 to 7, dude. His stats in this, his stats on these must be pretty outrageous.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea.
Some nice shots hitting this.
The execution, execution that's a little bit to be desired.
Right, I'm going. Okay, 3.
Wow, that recovery is so fast.
He's going on 3, you're going on 1. Not an ideal scenario. At least they've done it here in the pistol. Team Liquid, well, they are coming in here playing the bonus. They have some weaknesses. Those weaknesses will be able to bolster down once players drop. Already a rifle on the ground that's retrieved, and they are just putting up the numbers. Players with the rifles
that's the first buy round.
One after another, they're finding it. Hello, my friend. How you doing?
The spacing is awful.
All right, thank you so much to Lothar for that breakdown. The 1v2 that we see here for Koi. Not good. Oh no, he stepped into the one-way. He stepped into it, and they could just see his toes.
I love that he came on. It's actually like, it's a decent, well, a decent walk.
He's had a jog. He's had a jog. I respect that.
Oh, we do love Lothar. We do love Lothar.
Mate, that overwhelm, that overwhelm is disgusting though. How are you meant to fight against that?
There were for Liquid. The thing is, as soon as the first guy dies, someone picks that up. I think it was
That
Solkis
overwhelm was too
tapped
much.
away.
With the eye, was there an Omen flash in this as well? The eye, the Omen flash, and the Reyna flash? It was disgusting.
51 kills in the last 2 maps.
You can't duel that.
That's not bad.
He's never played Fade in an official.
Yeah, it looks kind of nice.
And he doesn't really play. He played a bit of Chamber before, but he hasn't played
God.
it recently.
I don't like this. Yampi, he's up close. He's bypassed the showstopper. He's taken down 2. A judge inside of their space. They never expected it. And judgment has been passed. Team Liquid walking away without
We'll get a little judge sign out for him. Fair play.
I'm done. I need to be replaced. I don't want to cast this anymore.
How do you think Koi feel?
Mate, the timing of it was the timing of it was mental.
I've been judged. What do you mean? Now I've been judged.
Well, they've taken a tactical timeout. Can we just, are we allowed to just play what Barber's saying? I don't
think we can.
Mate, I didn't think it was going to look like this. After the first 3 rounds, did you think it was going to look like this?
Now we can guess. Let's do a segment with the desk afterwards. We can play some clips of Barbar and see if they can lip read.
Button? just think, just £5 a month and you can save a desk from being hit by Barbar.
£5? What are you doing with £5 a month?
I don't know. We need a lot of people. We need a lot of people.
You need a lot of people in on this game.
Vibranium? Does that exist? I don't think it exists.
I think that might be from a comic book.
Okay.
I hate to tell you, but
I think that's what we need, though. Someone just like, if we need the meteor to hit, and then we find that stuff and use it. Maybe titanium would work, but I don't know. I think he might be able to beat it. Either way, whatever has happened, whatever has been said, probably don't 2 people or 3 people die to a judge and 1 to a shorty.
Yeah, it feels like one of those things where Koi just wants it over with.
Off after the first 2 because I'd had enough of that round already. 11-5, 4 rounds in a row. Nat's now on 23 kills. Empress online, we love that.
Mate, this looks Koi won the first 3 rounds, for God's sake. It's 11-5.
He's gonna go run.
You know he can get up here quickly.
Okay, we've had the Nightfall thrown in. A lot of space for Team Liquid, moving their way towards the spawn. Yampi, though, goes back to help his teammates, receives a full blind flash, but Nats good to at least trade, keep them back a moment, buy some time.
Oh my goodness.
He's missing everything. And did
he think that was the last kill?
Did Save think he was he killed the last player? He took his knife out, looked at the floor to spray. Maybe he needed a gun. He needed a gun. Yeah, he was out of ammo. Don't show me a replay. I don't want to know.
I mean, in his defense, there was about 8 kills that happened in a second.
I think I witnessed the moment as well for, wait,
oh, yeah, it was like 10 bullets.
No, Save! God damn it! It's last player.
I thought it was the last. That's so funny. He did the scream.
This is hell.
That's going to be like instantly, he pulls the knife out, and everyone's like, no, there's 1 more!
Oh, God.
To be fair, he'd already done quite a bit of work, you know?
What the hell is this game?
Sprayed an entire clip into a wall that round.
Oh, that's nice.
Literally, have you ever seen Pulp Fiction when the guy bursts out of the bathroom?
I was more thinking of the moment in Pink Panther where it's like the one guy fighting and the other guy just like swinging.
Yeah.
He's not actually...
Jacques Luzo. Yeah. Wonderful movies. Well, there's the C's out of Nats. He's not going to be following it up with a kill, but Yampi instead.
Oh my.
He's got him through the spot.
Yeah, crazy guy. He did some damage though.
These guys are playing ranked, and they're trying to get clips. The heal comes through. We're resetting, and Paranoia. That's going to reset you a little bit more, cost you more time. Smoke going through from Solkis has another to work with. They're going to have to dive past that. Even Utility sat there waiting for them. Nano Swarm keeping them out of the sight. Now they're stuck behind. You know they haven't pushed through that ulti just yet, and Safe going to creep his way up alongside him. The spacing here, the timing, so key. It's all about when he decides to press in. Maybe his window is gone already. They're already on the site, but Solkis was on the edge. He found a little space atop
6
the
chances
wall,
to close
and that
this
was
one
all
out.
he needed.
Finish the madness.
Match point.
I mean, yeah, this one is
Just a great comp,
this
I
one
think
is
this
outrageous.
might be the new Lotus
There's some
composition.
outrageous stuff going
The
down.
one positive
The way to play.
I can take away from this game
What's
is
that?
that I am learning that Nats can play everything. Like, he chooses not to because it's not fair on everybody else. But, yeah. Oh my god, that is a giant sign of Aslan's head. That might be one of, that was huge.
So,
Might need to borrow that.
when Nats is, like, I think currently, what, 24 and 9?
Something like
I didn't
that.
spot the assists, but
Yeah, he's had some decent
that
seasons
performance,
as well.
I mean, that's basically the same performance, bar 1 or 2 rounds as Chamber.
Yeah, another agent that
I mean,
he doesn't play.
to be fair, that is an
Oh
agent
yeah, that's
that,
info.
you know, shouldn't be doing that
That's a
much
lot of
nowadays
info.
anyway, so
Saw 3 at door.
all in all, maybe we need to just nerf Nats. I think that might be the only way to level
What
the
do you
playing
mean
field.
though? He's past it, as Reddit user
Yeah,
123
that's
said
true.
a few weeks ago.
That's true. His time is long gone.
Wait, why is Soulcast's
Little
Utah on round?
reposition here. The lockdown could be a pain in the ass for
Yeah,
Team
just
Liquid
keep-
if they weren't
keep
just going
running.
through the spawn, bringing it around to the A site. They'll have to go through the whole team though. They have gambled incorrectly here. Shados was stood waiting. There's only one man left, Solkas. Excuse me, sorry, Solkas and Yumpy. I missed him out. He was a little further
Yeah,
behind
he's not
with the
playing with the
He's
operator.
got ult
so,
if he
you know,
wants to go
it's
get
not-
Spike.
Not as visible.
So we're gonna get the spike in the end. Little TP to grab it. Ult used, plant should be found. The drop down is covered by the box here, and now you get a swing in
Bossman?
from Yumpy. Good double kill, or good 2 players on the angle, double peeking, I should say.
Player standing.
The spike has been dropped in the end. Yumpy gonna have to recover this with the ult.
20 seconds. Doesn't have a lot of time to play.
This whole game.
Needs to find
Oh
someone
man.
out in the open. Needs to find someone making a mistake, and Wolfen's not going to miss that one out. So there you go, a Thrifty.
Barrel length there, just a little too much to handle. They saw him around the corner as he was making his way in, clearing the angles.
Okay.
Bigger isn't always better.
No, it's how you use it.
And right there, he used it to give away his position. Unfortunate. But a good recovery by Koi. It does feel like they're simply staving off the inevitable at this point. 5 rounds.
That's the problem. The way that Liquid are playing is you're not actually playing your own
Watermelon,
game
you
anymore.
say,
You're
please
playing
don't
to
troll,
not
man.
lose
It's
to what they're
it feels
doing.
like it's too late for that.
And
I
that's
feel like
the
that
tough
had to
thing,
happen
because
before
what they're
the
doing is
agent
insane.
select.
Like, literally insane.
It's
It's like,
it's
2 kills, I'm going to
really
die through
too
a
far
snake
gone.
try and get 2 more. It's just ludicrous. It's I'm going to open a door and push through it with an operator. That's what Yumpy just did.
Look where he died. He wasn't even pushing through it. He was over at the wall. That was actually a pixel angle that Starzo had as it was twisting, and no one was watching it. That's a big, big drop. Yumpy taken out of it.
Nats is now playing the Fade operator.
Who's taking the space? Right now, they're sat waiting for the smoke to fade, I guess, hoping they'll get a long-range engagement. Chance for Nats to pick it up,
Oh, God.
and they jumped into it.
Yeah, the
He didn't
tag
even
came
get
in.
it. He hit the leg shot and then Soka's
There
finished
goes
him
your
off both
smokes.
players.
Nice and easy.
Oh, God.
He's sharing with the team, you know. Nats has got enough kills so far.
Backhand.
more assists.
Why,
He's gonna let
why,
it go.
why are
Real
you
upgrade.
stressed for this?
Exactly. Get that cast up. Door turning. This could be dangerous. A reposition potentially
Oi.
from Starzo, and he's used that
That's
door
strong.
disadvantage. Well handled inside the tree. Advantage back in the defender's hands. The operator still lurking out to find someone, but that's a big mistake.
I think I have to call the
That was the
timeout.
spike that was taking the space.
Feels like it.
Now that's just
Wolfen's
behind
coming in
by
for a
Reyna.
kill.
Well, that wasn't the play I expected to see happening.
Last player standing.
I don't think it's going to
None
matter
of that
in the end.
was. None of
Doesn't
that
matter
made
in the
any
end.
sense.
Well,
But okay.
12 to 8. The climb back continues. 4 rounds needed for Koi to take this one to overtime and cause me more pain.
Yeah, there it is, the overtime.
We're not going to
Maybe
see
we,
an investment
maybe
much
we
of
need
one
to
from
try and
Liquid.
play one of these
Don't
rounds
have many
normally.
ultimates online, and everything seems
Let's
to
go back
be
to overwhelming B, maybe.
firmly in Koi's favor. Yet, I still don't know if they'll take this round.
I do start to look at Koi though.
What do you even say here? You
Ultimates
just
that
over
they
1B.
have, very close to being online. Showstopper, Viper.
You just over 1B or C. Like A doesn't really make sense.
Pit is 2. but
Like the comp can just overwhelm really easy.
they're certainly starting to get into a.
And you can always
a
get
good
close to the
spot when it
sites.
comes to their
Apart
ult
from A.
economy. This is where you need it online. That final stretch, 4 rounds between them. It's winnable, it's doable, but with the sheer insanity that has been coming out of Team Liquid round in and round out, it becomes difficult to imagine that Koi will be able to relax at any point. You just don't know what's around.
Nah, we're sticking with the foot BBL game. I mean, C9 are just going to beat Crew. And again, it's a game that has no... It doesn't matter.
These rounds are
So we're sticking with BBL foot because it's like really important.
Wow, he swapped his gun about 6 times. So
Keeper's not playing.
On the Sheriff. I was expecting him maybe to play the Marshal just because they were heading towards that C site initially. Redgar's playing a Bulldog with no shields, but of course that's because he's got his ability to devour. So if he can get a kill or even just a slight assist, I mean he gets the shields after all.
There's the reveal up and over. They know that Trex is close. Paranoia. That might have been a get it out, I thought, but instead he went further in. Gonna have to fall back very quickly indeed. Coldamenta. There we go. Yempi landing the third shot on
looks like the timeout might have done it.
If it's this round of all that we've just seen that ends up costing them, again, Trex close to a showstopper. He's got it now, but he's dead. Pit 2 away, Seekers 1, Starzo doesn't need it because he's dead.
Jesus, thank God this is over. Oh my goodness. Poor Koi.
And Team Liquid closed that 13-8. A dominant final map. And just some of the most ludicrous Valorant we've seen all season long, I'll tell you that. Redgar, I cannot believe
Reyna, Redgar, 100% win rate.
But it worked.
Yeah,
undefeated.
I would say I enjoyed that.
At least they know when they need to get away.